Hello, today I want to show you 3 different use cases that are related to wearable AI devices, such as the glasses that you see in front of you. And the 3 cases that I have are related to time recording, expense recording, and the creation of leads. And on the right hand side, you can see the different products and tools that I use from the Microsoft stack to realize all of that. So now let's get started with my first use case, the one in the middle, time recording. So for my first use case, I'm going to use the glasses to send a WhatsApp message to my IT department, which will trigger a Power Automate flow that is orchestrated through Copilot Studio, and that records some kind of working time in my system, and then also asks for an approval of my manager. So let's get started. Hey Meta, send a message to IT on WhatsApp.
Okay, IT on WhatsApp. What's the message?
Please record my working time for yesterday. Yesterday I worked 8 hours on project 1001.
Message to IT says, please record my working time for yesterday. Yesterday I worked 8 hours on project 1001. Ready to send?
Yes.
Sending message.
Okay, so you see that the message was transferred to my WhatsApp account here. This one triggers an email, which you see here that something is coming in, and then we have here Copilot Studio, and Copilot Studio has here a trigger that checks for incoming messages. Once this happens, a Power Automate flow is running. So let's quickly have a look at that one. That's the flow, and it should start running. Yeah, it's still processing things, and what happens is it classifies the incoming messages based on what I said, and then decides whether to record time, expenses, or do something else. So let's wait here a couple of seconds until the record is hopefully created. So you see here the flow completed. And now I have a time recording app created with the Power Apps Planner. So we should see the working time entries here. And actually it doesn't matter where you record your working time. It can be in SAP, it can be in ERP system, it can be in an app that you created. So let's quickly try to refresh things here. So we see here is a new time entry. These are my 8 hours. That's the project that I specified, and this is the working time. And of course, you see the status is still pending. Why is that? Well, because my manager has to approve. So now let's play the role of my manager, change heads, so to say. And let me open my other application, which is basically my manager. And this person has now an approval in Microsoft Teams. And once this opens, he should see it, and he has the possibility to say, okay, approve, reject, forward. I just included here approve and reject. Yeah. So you can see this is the approval that is coming in. If he wants, he can open the app. Of course, he has access to it because that's the management app. He can see the working time based on this registry. So this one here. And then he can say approve, reject, reassign, do whatever. We just say approve, that's okay. And then in the background, things are updated. Yeah. And if I refresh this application here, so let me try press the refresh button. I just don't see it right now. Okay, let's unselect it, refresh it, and then my 8 hours of working time are approved. So this was the first demo. Let's now stop it and then continue with the next one. Okay, so the second example that I have for you is a situation where you are traveling. Maybe you are in the car and you want to record your travel expenses and make sure, hey, I don't forget to record them. So the first task would be to create a new journal and an expense report in my ERP system. That's the one that you see here in front of you. And then, of course, once you're at home, once you're back in your desktop and have all your receipts and your photos made, then you need a reminder to upload your photos, so to complete your travel expenses. And to help you with this reminder, I want to create a record here in my planner, just as a kind of reminder that I don't forget to do that. So let's get started here. Again, I'm sending a message through my smart wearables. Hey Meta, send a message to IT on WhatsApp.
Okay, ID on WhatsApp. What's the message?
Record my travel expense, please. I spent 99 euros yesterday for a hotel. Thank you.
Message to ID says, record my travel expense. Please, I spent 99 euros yesterday for a hotel. Thank you. Ready to send?
Yes.
Sending message.
Okay, so you see here that another message is sent to the central IT channel on WhatsApp. Again, you can see here on top that a new message was coming in. And again, Copilot Studio is used as the kind of orchestrator. And the important flow that is used to handle the incoming messages is this one. So let's quickly wait for that until this is completed. And then we can check our expenses and whether also a planner record was created so that we do not forget things. So it takes a while maybe because inside I use a kind of AI prompt basically that helps me classifying things. So whether I record time, expenses or something else. And that's now processed. So here you see it's completed. So if this is completed, we should see now in our ERP system a new journal created. So here you can see the new journal that was made. If we open it, you can see that this is a travel expense. It says I spent 99 euro for hotel as the description. If we move to the right, you can see this is the cost price. And you can also see the accounting that was automatically made. So that's perfect. But what is missing, of course, is the attachment. And that's something I can do when I'm getting out of my car, once I'm back on my computer and have my hands free to look at my mobile. And to remind me about that, I have here this planner. So let's kind of try to refresh this. And if things worked well, then we should see a new entrance here. That reminds me about something. Hey, upload your vouchers once you're at home. I see here something, and the fields that are filled and the labels that are attached, this depends on the configuration of what you do in Copilot Studio. Okay, so this was my second demo. Now let's continue with the third one, where I want to create a lead. So for my last use case, I want to create a lead in my CRM system. And of course, to make sure that after the creation of the lead, somebody works on that and qualifies the lead, I need to send an email out to my team or the person responsible so that this person works on it. And again, let's see how this works. I'm starting to send a message to IT again. Hey Meta, send a message to IT on WhatsApp.
Okay, ID on WhatsApp. What's the message?
Please create a new lead for the construction of a new house in Munich. The name of the person responsible is Jan Timp.
Message to ID says, please create a new lead for the construction of a new house in Munich. The name of the person responsible is Jan Timp. Ready to send?
Yes.
Sending message.
Okay, so you see here the new message that was created. Again, as before, in a couple of seconds, we should receive an incoming email That is what is coming in here. And once again, we should see a Power Automate flow that is triggered by this email. In a couple of seconds, it hopefully starts. Let's wait for it. So this one is starting here. And if things work correctly, and now it's finished, a new lead should be created. So let's double check that and refresh our leads here. So you can see there is here already this new lead created for the construction of a new house. That's the name. And of course, somebody needs to qualify. And the qualification will be done by an email that is sent out. Might take a couple of seconds, which is triggered by Copilot Studio. So let's see and wait. Otherwise, I will just show you one of the ones before. So here is the one that was created before. The other one might take a while, but let's quickly show you how this is done. So if I'm here in my agent, I have here the instructions that says, okay, if an email is received with a trigger, then I'm going to different topics. And this time I just wanted to create a simple topic, nothing fancy. And this is basically working as follows. I have here a first topic that separates things out for me, sets variables, and then if it's going into leads, or if the topic is about leads, then I have here an agent flow that is running and sending out the email. But of course, it might take a while. And while waiting for that, let's go back to my PowerPoint for a short summary of the different topics that you can realize with this setting. At the end, here a short summary of the different use cases. So we recorded expenses in an ERP system and set up a reminder in Planner. We recorded time in a Power App or in Dataverse and sent out an approval. And we created a lead and got a reminder to qualify the lead. And all of that was realized and consolidated or orchestrated by Copilot Studio. Now, if we bring these things together, then you see the power and the integration of this platform. So if we start in the upper left-hand side, you have Microsoft 365, where I use these tools. You can integrate all kind of third-party applications. And in my case, I just use wearables and WhatsApp. I have an integration into Dynamics, the Power Platform, and of course, Azure, where we use the AI models from. I hope you found it interesting and useful. Thanks for watching, and then till next time.